Good morning, guys. Today is a Monday. I love Mondays. Sophie does not love Mondays. She doesn't love Monday mornings. I've always been a morning person, always waking up. Spent 5 years at the Marine Military Academy. That's actually the boarding school that I went to. For us, it was up and at 'em at 5:30 a.m. every morning doing PT. You know what that is, Sophie? PT? Physical training. So jumping jacks and push-ups and running every morning before school. Is that crazy? She thinks that's crazy. Have a great day at school, morning bird.
You have a pen, honey?
Mommy,
I love you.
Get that out of my face.
Mommy.
No.
It's a sunny 65-degree day. We're gonna head up to the restaurant and I'm gonna see if we can give you guys a few tips on how to be a better restaurant manager from my general manager. See what he's learned over the past 6 months since he's taken over the restaurant with basically no experience. Sam, what's up, bud?
How we doing today?
Good, what are you up to?
We're wrapping up a pretty good lunch. We had a nice little pop.
Delilah? Hello. Good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. It is, I got both managers here. This is perfect.
That's right.
So today's vlog is actually all about managers. I didn't know you were gonna be here, but I was gonna ask Tim some things that he's learned as a new manager, some tips to being a successful manager.
The first one is somebody that outworks me. I don't want to follow somebody that's lazy or that doesn't bust their tail. Like, that person's not going anywhere, so I'm not following them.
Sure.
The second thing is somebody that actually cares about their people. And when I'm treated with respect, I always take care of my leader, and I don't take advantage of that. Right? So those are the kinds of people that I'm looking for as well. And then the last one is somebody that never says that's not my job.
It's not my job. I hear that all the time too.
That's the
not my
worst.
job.
That's the number one thing of, like, okay, they're not ready to lead.
That's not fair. He's a pastor. That's just not fair because he's like this public speaker. But everything he said, I think, was spot on.
Yes.
And I think that's like the things that he knew going into this business, just from years of experience. But he's never actually been in the restaurant business before. So I wanted to know,
In restaurant management.
if I was to be a restaurant manager, or if I was to give somebody who wants to be a restaurant manager, maybe be promoted from a server to a manager, what are some things that you've learned specifically just in this like past 6 months that you, maybe some unexpected stuff or whatever it is?
Constantly be looking for opportunities to learn more, to do more, to take on more responsibility that you're not necessarily responsible for. The more that you can become an asset to be a backup person for whatever it is that the manager has to do, it just kind of goes to what I was saying. Somebody that is looking for more responsibility than they have on them currently, and they're willing to shoulder a weight. If you're willing to pull your weight and extra, then you're going to get more opportunities to, come eat at the table.
You know what I learned, Kostas? I learned, you say it in a different way, never to assume that something is done that you ask them to do unless you go over it and look and see if it's done. How do you put it?
Inspect what you expect.
There you go. I've been doing that a lot. That's what I've done the last 6 months, because I'll ask someone to do something and it's not done correctly, so I have to go back and then inspect it and have it done correctly.
Like, what's the hardest obstacle that you faced over the past 6 months?
Habits.
Habits.
Some of the servers have these bad habits, and I bring in new servers and they're taught these bad habits right away.
About to start making giant signs. I'm going to have it painted on a wall in the back. Attitude is everything. You get a super negative person. I don't care how good you are at serving. I really don't. I don't care how much the customers love you. If you're a pain in the butt to be around and everybody hates working on that shift, I need you gone. I need you out of my restaurant. There's a lot of great servers that I personally like Like we're still friends, but they no longer work for me. And what's great is word's getting out around town, and there's a lot of servers that want to come here just because they've heard that I actually make it a positive place to be.
I think there was a lot to take away from today's video. All the things that Tim and Terry said were very important things, whether it's attributes that you are looking for in a manager or attributes that you're trying to portray as a manager. I think just being cognizant of all those things is so important. I'm just so proud of everything that Tim and Terry have done. You know, they are each their own flavor of ice cream. They have their own leadership style and their own way of getting things done, but they're both effective. One common denominator of the two managers that I have right now is that the entire staff loves them. And that's just a huge takeaway. So many restaurant owners give their restaurant to somebody who just runs it to the ground. And there's just so many like corporate managers that are just bad operators that the entire staff despises them. And I think this is a beautiful thing that my entire staff from both restaurants are just like in awe of the two managers. I technically am a manager, like I'm a managing owner. Like I'm involved with the businesses. I'm involved with the day-to-day with both businesses, and I have been for 8 years. One thing that I've learned going from a server to a manager is just the excruciating amount of detail and planning that's needed to execute day-to-day activities. What the servers don't realize and what guests don't realize, that this place runs like butter. It's not that it runs by itself. It's like there are so many pieces to this Rolex watch that is our restaurant, and there has to be a watchmaker, and there has to be that manager that manages all the pieces and puts them all together. Having somebody that can cross every T and dot every I is irreplaceable. It's very hard to find somebody that's like that. So if you are somebody like that, or if you're looking for somebody like that, just know that it's hard to find, and you have a great talent. I think I'm in the vlog here. That was great. I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope you learned something about management, managers, restaurant management, all those things. And if not, there's like thousands and thousands of books and videos out there on how to become a better manager. Hope you guys have a great night. We'll see you next time.